So let me got it. We are live, but I am not seeing myself. All right. Welcome with Wake Up with Toastmasters. Good morning. And look who we have this morning. We have Miss Doris. Doris agreed. I don't know if she's agreeing to be my co-host every Wednesday, but I hope she does. I think it'll be nice. It'll be a nice change because Doris, I know, is an amazing Toastmaster, and she believes in the program. So I hope that with her coming on, maybe we can get some guests, because that's what our intention is to have guests, and for guests to talk about their Toastmasters journey and why they're Toastmasters. And we've seen her a few times as Toastmasters in the kitchen, who she has done presentations for us in less than 30 minutes on cooking breakfast. And I think she cooked bread one morning too. I think she made eggs one morning and bread, but I don't think we got a chance to know her about her Toastmasters journey, where she's been, and why she's been a Toastmaster. So Doris, every Toastmasters guest or Wake Up with Toastmasters guest gets asked this question. I don't think we've asked you this question. Tell us about your start in Toastmasters.
Wow, that's a big question. First, good morning, and may I add bonjour, which is French.
Oh, yes.
Yes, in Spanish. Ohio, which is in Japanese, and buongiorno, which is Italian, representing many of our members of my Las Vegas club, Toastmasters in the Kitchen. Okay, my journey in Toastmasters. It started in 1998.
Oh.
Before some people were even born that are watching. It started there. I had a client walk into my place of employment, and she was sharing about Toastmasters. And I thought, well, that's interesting, because I had a little side gig. I was doing children's birthday parties. I love children, and it was just a fun part of my life. I did it for 20 years, and I needed to work with customers and draw people into my business to hire me. And I knew that I needed some help with that. I was a little bit of an introvert, which many Toastmasters are. And I needed that help to get out there and communicate and sell myself. And I knew that Toastmasters could help me. And as I joined Toastmasters and I developed in the program, it helped me many times. When people called me for my business, they hired me.
Wow. Great. That is definitely a great testimony of how you use Toastmasters and how it increased your business. Now, one of the things, because we do get a lot of Toastmasters who watch this, and last night I was at Sage Leaders, their open house, and it's a leadership open house, and we were talking to people about Toastmasters. So something drew you where that client was talking about Toastmasters. What was it that got you excited that she was talking about Toastmasters, and it's something that you have to do?
First of all, she was excited. So when somebody is excited about something, it draws you to them. And I'm thinking, well, what is this? What is this program? What is she excited about? And as she explained the program, she explained it not very briefly, I can say. And when she told me about it, she invited me to a meeting, and that is the kicker. We can talk about Toastmasters all we want, but we need to invite people into the meeting so they can enjoy the benefits as well. And she did that.
Great. That's a great input there, Doris, regarding just asking, being excitement, and then being excited, and then asking to join or to visit. I like the word visit, because when people think join, because we're always like, come join us. Now, that was 1998. It is 2022. So that's 23 years? If I do my math right?
24.
Yeah. Or 24 years. Yeah, 24 years. So 24 years of being a Toastmaster. Were you continuously a Toastmaster member, or did you take a break?
I did take a break, and I did share that in the past on this program, that my children borrowed my car for many years while they attended university and college. One attended college and university, so there was some breaks there. But I did still keep in contact with my Toastmaster friends. I knew that at some point I was going to return because I had so much more to learn. And I knew that I needed that camaraderie and the shared experience within a club.
Great. Now that we are in the Zoom format, I know that you basically travel all around the world and visiting Toastmasters clubs. What is first of all, let's give a shout out to your home club. So shout out to your home club of where you are, what your home club, who your club is, and where they meet. Sorry.
Okay. Well, my home club are the Energetics Toastmasters Club. Right now we are, thank you. Right now we are meeting on Zoom. We are a corporate club, and our venue is not available at this point yet, but shortly will. And the club meets at Sun Life Financial in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada.
Very good. Well, hello, Energizers, Toastmasters. I think I might like that. I may have to pop in there one day.
Well, the Energetics actually have a Energizer bunny representing the club, and also awarded to the table topics winner at every meeting. So we have the Energizer bunny, and it's about this big.
Oh my goodness.
Right now it's in British Columbia. A past member moved away and took the Energizer bunny with her. She's still a member of our club, so we do show it every meeting.
That is funny. So, and then you belong to a couple of other clubs?
I belong to 3 other clubs. Toastmasters in the Kitchen in Las Vegas, Witty Birds in the UK, and Fredericksburg Toastmasters in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Wow. Now, so you have been a member or in Toastmasters introduced for 24 years now. Were you in district leadership or in leadership as a Toastmaster?
I've been an area director, and I like staying within the club level. I really like helping, and I like mentoring. I think it's a win-win situation. You learn from your mentee, and as a mentor, you get to share your experience. I have not gone into district.
Gotcha. All right. Now that's just a little bit about Doris, which is amazing. I thought I would have, a longer drawn out stretch about Doris, because I actually, I met Doris through Toastmasters in the Kitchen, and we've become friends and have not met her face to face yet. So that's another thing about Toastmasters, is that you're networking. And now with the format of Zoom, you can network around the world, and it's just like we're shaking hands all day long, like Doris, hi,
That's for sure. Oh, I love it. I love it.
And she is very instrumental in growing our club and making it fun. She is very determined to make our club fun. And I see the growth since 3 months now of our performance, our togetherness, our organization, and we really, really appreciate that. I'm so glad that you came on board to do that and take over that role. I know it's very intimidating with everybody from around the world joining, and so now you get to learn all about different personalities of different people, so which is really good, because we were talking about that last night, also about sage leaders and identifying the personalities and be able to meet up, right? We have to meet up with that personality and be able to grow from it and understand how to communicate. So you've done a great job at growing our club. And and making it where we are right now, where I just came up with an idea this morning already about Toastmasters in the kitchen, where
Ooh, okay.
a friend of mine, a couple of friends, we can just have like just an informal conversation, and I'll be talking about Toastmasters as well. But a friend of mine went to a sur la table, a sur la table, I guess if you say it in French, cooking demonstration. And I'm thinking that that might be a way to go if they have chefs that work there, or presenters, to be able to ask them how would they like to come on and also join Toastmasters, come visit us to see if it would help their presentation skills when they're doing cooking demonstrations to the public. So I was really excited. My friends made schnitzels last night. So, and it sounds really
That's
good.
actually very German schnitzel.
Yes.
Yes, we have that in our community. We have a festival called Oktoberfest. We are the second largest festival in the world, second to Germany. And we have over 600,000 visitors that come to our city for this this event. And it's called Oktoberfest, and there is schnitzel, I'm sure, on the menu.
Yeah. I lived in Germany for 7 years. My dad was in the Air Force, and that was the thing, schnitzel.
Oktoberfest sausage and sauerkraut.
Yes. Bratwurst and sauerkraut. So I remember.
Time prosit, kite.
Now, Doris, I'm hoping that if you become a co-host, that maybe you'll be able to draw some of your fellow Toastmasters on the show so that we can ask them questions too about being a Toastmaster and what their journey is and how they have grown through the process. Because one of the things that we did talk about last night too was that, we continue to grow, and there's members who have been members for a very, very long time. I've only been a member for 3 years. And the question is, why do you stay a member, right? And you mentioned that you have the camaraderie with your fellow Toastmasters, and you're always learning, and that you're you mentor, mentee new members, because of the fact that once you're mentoring a new member, you're also learning new things, because sometimes you forget, right? Like, oh, I haven't been a new Toastmaster in 3 years, so I don't know how to go through this, but hey, let's learn together, and so that you're comfortable with it. And then it all starts to come back, but you always learn about something new. Let me ask you this one question. What is the most memorable speech from a member that was given that you're like, wow? Tell me that story.
Well, we had a past member. She had to leave us because of time commitments, but she did a speech about Yogi Bear and Boo Boo and the mentor-mentee relationship. And I still remember that speech. That is a question, I can say that's the most recent speech, but I've heard so many speeches from so many people from around the world. I've laughed, I've cried, I've been inspired. There's been so many. It's almost like saying, which is your favorite artist or musician? Like it changes all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Have you competed in a contest?
Oh yeah, lots of them. I compete every single year. Now it's not always because, oops, sorry, I thought I shut my phone off. It's not because, well, I love to win. I am a competitor, but it's just that time of the experience of winning area and then going to division and going as far as you can, and just that experience and seeing everybody work so hard to put together an amazing experience for everyone. I've been in contests, I've planned contests. It's fun, it's exciting, it's scary, but everybody should do it.
Everybody should do it once at least, right?
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I've done it twice, and I did a tall tales, and I was only a Toastmaster for 2 months, 2 or 3 months, and I did it. And then I did uh, an international one, but sometimes you just want to like not share like things. So I don't think it was good as it could have been. And then I got into district leadership. So now I can't compete, and they keep on talking to me about moving up into district leadership. So it'll be a good probably 6 years before I actually compete again. So, but now you know better, right? So things that you've learned from watching people. So what is your favorite speech contest?
Hmm. I like the humorous speech contest. It's fun. I like to laugh, and I like to make people laugh. So I think it's a great experience. It shares a lighter side of being a Toastmaster,
Yeah.
that humorous side, that zany side, the the part that people can be more vulnerable and really share funny things about their lives. I love it.
Yeah, I
And we're
figured you
having
would
that
say
this year in the district. Pretty
yes. And
exciting.
District 115, I think that we have a lot of funny people, and especially in our, I could see by the names of our clubs that there's some really funny people. And with us being, the entertainment capital of the world, there are people who are performers that are in our clubs. So I can't wait to
Oh,
see
I
where
can't
they
wait.
go.
Woo, I'm going to Las Vegas, but I'm going to be in Ontario. It's going to be
Ontario.
yes.
Now, so let's go back to people in your different clubs. So do you think, because I'm pretty sure that Jean's probably needs to rest is for the common thing. I don't know, proper thing to say. So I'm thinking that I will need a co-host. So I think that you would be the perfect co-host. I think that, well, since we've been on our committee together, that we have grown and that we're very similar and loving people. I think you're funnier than me. That's for sure.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm laughing when you send the WhatsApp text. I'm always laughing at this stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, Jennifer. It's funny.
I'm like, oops, I forgot. I'll get back to it. But
Usually when you do your text by audio, it's like you don't know what you're sending because of
yeah,
autocorrect. So it's like, I said that?
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Sometimes my friends, when I text to my friends and they're like, Jennifer, did you read what you wrote? I'm like, no, I just sent it. I'm like, there's a reason why I'm talking. You probably wanted a response really quick, so this is what you get.
For sure.
So I'm really hoping that you will agree to do this. So that would be fun. It's just one day a week for you and I. I know Phyllis Tribby is in Africa, South Africa, starting today. So
Awesome.
I will probably see you guys on a little bit more for the next month. I will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays as well. So wait, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I think. So we'll see. It's a way to get up in the morning and get your day started. So especially now that it's really dark.
Yeah, well, I do hike in the morning, so I'm going to have to just go a little bit earlier before I join you. And I may have like, what would you call it, hat, because I
Yeah.
have to wear a toque. That's the Canadian way of saying a hat.
See, we're going to learn all sorts of things. So good. Now, let's see. Let's talk about, it's usually 30 minutes, and usually I like to see people make comments, but nobody's really made any comments lately on it. So let's go back to what do you hope as you're growing, because as we're talking about being Toastmasters and staying as a Toastmaster, what are your goals for you and your clubs? Let's do this. So what is your goal for you as you're still continuing? Because people are, well, aren't you a better speaker yet? Because you've been doing it for 20 years.
Oh. We're all learning. Oh my goodness. And I have to say, this year it's technology. I am right into the technology, into making videos and editing and everything I can learn. I am getting that information from people around me, especially the younger generation. And I am learning as much as I can. That's why I'm in Toastmasters, especially working online. I find that we can have that experience of taking that knowledge even more. I've had so many Zoom calls with people, and all I say if I want to learn something is, how do you do that? Can you teach me? Can you teach me how to do that? And 99.9% of the time, a Toastmaster will say, yes, let's meet. And I will do a Zoom call, record it, and I will figure out how to do it. And growing our club, well, I think it's a one-to-one experience. We have to connect with each other. The connection is the key. Really, I'm connecting with people all the time. I'm phoning, I'm Zooming, I'm calling. I hope they don't mind, but I need to know what makes you tick. Why are you in Toastmasters? Why are you here? How can I help you? And what can I learn from you as well? And I had to share this for fun, that in my experience, it's been the sharing of knowledge, but it's been the sharing of love and kindness and friendship. And I did bring this teacup with me. It says, "Friends, fill your life with joy." And I thought of you, Jennifer.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. I should have had my cup of tea.
Yeah, and just thinking, I received this wonderful
meat tenderizer. Yes. Toastmasters in the kitchen. That's our gavel.
Our kitchen meetings. And I have this from Texas. I have people send me things. I put it in a box so he doesn't get dusty.
Oh.
This is Sergeant Preston. And he was my protector as president of the Fredericksburg Toastmasters Club. They sent me a Fredericksburg cookbook.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. I have a card from Kathy, the past member from Colorado.
Oh.
And this special Spark Plug Award from C3 that I received all the way from Las Vegas. And you don't know how special it is for me to receive something from other clubs around the world, other members, and they send it all the way from wherever they are to Canada. And I'll tell you, it's not cheap. And I look at it, I go, oh my goodness, what can I send you? It's like, oh, it just touches my heart. And that has been my experience with belonging to Toastmasters, that people are so excited to help each other. They really are. They really are.
Now, I know that you do not have a problem with saying, let's have tea or let's have coffee via Zoom, because I remember that you're just like, let's have some tea time with Doris.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Which is great, because some people are very, like you said, very shy about asking for help or asking questions. And I've always wanted to be a talk show host, so that's why I love this Wake Up with Toastmasters.
Perfect. You're hired.
But it's a great way to know that you're touching the corners of the world. I mean, I know you and I, as an Chen, has connected very well, and she's all the way in Japan, and that's really tough to do, right?
Yeah, and it's so cool. It's so cool to have members joining from all over the world, because we are strictly an online club. So we have that flexibility. We have that flexibility to invite anybody that's in our time zone. And I is actually, she is 13 hours ahead of us. So
Yes.
when we meet Sunday night, it's Monday morning for her. So her dedication is just amazing. I'm
Yeah.
so
I love
impressed.
her. I love the dedication that she has. And I think that even her English has improved a whole lot too in the past. I think she's been a member for a year now.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
and it's really great. Now did you go to the Korean club?
I went to Japan with
Or,
I went to a Japanese club, and
Mhm,
oh my goodness, I just loved it. I loved it. They were so kind and invited me in.
mhm.
I was a little shy. I wanted to say maybe hello in Japanese and or something. I may do that next time. I may have
Yeah.
to talk to I to make sure I have the pronunciation just perfect. And I
Yeah.
shouldn't be shy because when we try, people do appreciate it.
Yeah,
It was a
absolutely.
fun experience. I will do it again. I will do it
Yeah.
again with her. It's nice to go with somebody that's from that country because then it's a shared experience between the two of you.
Did they speak Japanese or did they speak English?
They spoke English.
Hmm.
They go from week to week. One week is in English and one week is in Japanese. So they sort of alternate, which I
Yeah.
think is great because it's helping everybody with their English
Hmm.
in their club. And there's quite a, I remember when we were having to go online, I thought, oh, if I go to Greece, I won't be able to find an English club. There's English clubs just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to invite you in as an English speaker.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
wonderful. It's wonderful. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So go out there. If you can visit other clubs around the world, just do it. Just do
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
you will love it.
Yeah. I see, of course, when I first became VPPR for Valley Voices and Vices, I just went and just liked all the Toastmasters clubs and just watching what they're doing. But it's easy to find a club anywhere because you can always go to toastmastersinternational.org and it says find a club. If you're looking for an online club, you can find that club because it'll say online. So if you want to go to visit a club anywhere in the world, you can do that. So I think my brother, he hasn't really mentioned it. He lives in Italy, and I think he's found a Toastmasters club in Italy. So anyway, we are winding down. It is 6:25. Time flies when you're having so much fun. Just want to give some district announcements. First, we have game night on Saturday night. It is our monthly game night where Gene Williams and Gene Dunford, and now it's a collaboration of a slew of people, have found games and virtually, so which is good. And so they are going to do an escape room. They have so much fun. So it's a great way to invite either members or even non-members, at least just to go in. It's more of a social thing, nothing about speaking and education. It is to have fun, strictly to have fun. Be on the lookout for the information of Early Bird TLI. I think I'm speaking. I love to speak. So I think I'm speaking about VPPR and videos and what we should be doing. I will tell you that our visibility has grown immensely because of our videos that we actually post. Just putting please join us with a picture, maybe doesn't work all the time. Put some videos in your feed, people. And and I think that is it. Is there anything that's going on in your district? Because now that you are a multi-district co-host, maybe we could start sharing other people's information.
I will have to do that next time with you and keep everybody up to date. If they want to visit maybe a contest internationally, you are
Yes.
welcome to do so. So
Yeah.
that is maybe some information I will share in the future because every district has their contests at different time. I know my district, they have I think their finals in the district are in March. And I
Yeah.
know that other districts, they go way into the spring, like
We will call it contest season, and we're starting that process as we speak, as our our deck meeting. I still get them all confused, but we're having a meeting and 2 meetings in November where I know that one we're talking about contests, so and training about contests. So we are entering in the contest season. So yay.
Yes, and even if you can even volunteer to be a judge
Yeah.
for another district if you would like to. You can help clubs all around the world, and they sure do appreciate it. And if you're a judge, it's like fresh ears for a contest. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fun too as well.
Yeah. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. So anything else that you want to say, Miss Doris?
Well, just thank you. Oh, here we go. Merci, gracias. Oh, this is in Japanese. I practice this over and over again. Arigato gazo masta. And grazie in Italian. So thank you. This has been awesome.
Toastmasters International right here on Wake Up with Toastmasters. So, all right, well, we will call it a day. And thank you, Doris, for coming on this morning. I think that you will be an amazing added addition. I love your energy. And I think you are what we actually need for our show as we continue on with this. So hope you guys all have a great Wednesday. Take care. I will see you tomorrow, everyone, with Ken, because Scott and Phyllis are gone, the nerve. And Scott's, I think, in somewhere in the Bahamas, somewhere warm. And Phyllis, I think she's also somewhere warm. So I hope they're having an amazing trip. So you guys have a great Wednesday. See you tomorrow, actually.
Okay, thank you.